So, what's going on guys, Kaids here, welcome back to a brand new video, and today I'll show you top 20 best maps of all time in Fortnite creative mode. So I researched about 200 to 300 maps and these are the best ones from all of them. If you're a viewer who likes solo player maps so you can play by yourself, or you maybe have 2 to 3 players to play with or even up to 16, then you'll definitely find at least 2 or 3 maps which you will enjoy for sure. So I split the list to 10 categories, and for each one, for example, there'll be 2 parkour maps, 2 free-for-alls, 2 maps that you can play with 16 players, Hunger Games, and many more things. So guys, if you're interested in this, then for sure watch till the end and see which maps you like the most. As it is a top 20 list, I'll be giving about 30 seconds for each map, a quick description. So guys, without any further ado, let's get right into it. Then take a look at the first map on my list is the one and only Modern House Hide and Seek map. Okay, so the rules are really simple. You get as many players you can, which is up to 16, and each of you split 2 teams. One are the hiders and one are the seekers. The hiders have about a minute to hide general in the whole map, and when that minute is done, the hunters will be trying to find the hiding team. If the first team survives the hunters in about 10 to 15 minutes, then they win and you can basically switch the roles and do the same thing. But keep in mind that this map isn't only the house itself, but there are hidden passages, interesting spots that you can hide in, and on top of all that there are quick objectives, so making the game even more fun. Then take a look at the second map on my list is Amazing Jungle Free-for-all with bunch of classes. So you can again bring up to 16 players, but this time each player will be able to choose which class they want to be. So in the lobby there'll be about 60 seconds for each player to choose. For example, you'll step into the first plate and you'll get a machine gun, a pistol, an SMG. Or if you step on a different plate, aka on a different class, you will get a pump, M4 and a sniper. So if you have played Overwatch, Apex Legends or any other different games where there are a bunch of different classes and you want to play in this amazing free-for-all map where there's a bunch of water, the map design just looks 10 out of 10. And on top of all that, the whole map will be covered in like that type of smog thing. So it is easier for players to fight 1v1s and not get third partied. All that will be automated. Then going over to the third map on my list is a cool mini game called the Bed Space Wars. So each player will spawn in his different island and there'll be about 2 or 3 minutes to collect resources. And you might ask, why would you do that? So for every resource you can exchange that in the item shop. So for example, to get a SMG you'll have to exchange or trade 30 materials. You do that, get yourself full set out, so all the healing items, any weapons you want, and then you build to the spaceship or other islands. Your main objective is to defend your own base for it to not get destroyed, and obviously all the enemies will try to destroy your base and you have to destroy theirs. The player's base who is the last standing wins. Okay, so with that said, now we have come to the next map, which is an amazing aka Futuristic Arena 1v1. So things are really simple. There'll be 2 islands. In the first island you can pick whatever weapon you want, then jump into the rift and you'll be teleported to this arena. So obviously 1v1 maps are really boring and all of them look the same, but if you were looking for really futuristic one which has cool design and you can pick whatever weapon you want, vaulted or not, then for sure you'll enjoy this map. After each elimination, both of you will spawn at the same place so you can play as many rounds as you want and you get unlimited materials. Then take a look at the fifth map on my list is a low gravity space parkour run. Okay, so first things first, like you can see for yourself, the map itself will be covered in the Borderlands kind of texture effect, and on top of all that there'll be low gravity, so that means whenever you jump, normally you would get up by 2-3 blocks, but with this you'll get about 10 to 15, making the death run feel kind of futuristic and more fun. And on top of all that there'll be about 15 levels, each level will be different and will have a unique feature. If you want to test out your skill in this one, then here it is. Then the next map on my list is Underwater Mini Free-for-all. Okay, so it's called mini because there'll be 3 layers and in each layer there'll be about 3 to 4 players. Whoever is the winner of the first, second and third layer, they fight each other and the last man standing wins. To be honest, no introductions for this map is needed whatsoever. The arena itself looks 10 out of 10, it's underwater, has that cool effect. And on top of all that, there are secret passageways, different things that you can exploit and have even more fun. Then going over to the 7th map on my list is the Pirates Bay Capture the Treasure Quest mini game. So this particular map is for a solo player. You respawn in a abandoned island and you have to find your way through it to the ships, complete bunch of quests, sink them, and be the last survivor on the island. If you are up for the challenge and you want to try this amazing map, then here it is. Then going over to the next map on my list is amazing, the Farm Hunger Game map. Okay, so first things first, this map is up for 8 players. At the start, you can run either way to the middle to get better loot or run to the houses, try to get weapons, healing items and much more. So if you have watched my previous videos in Hunger Games maps, that you'll see that this one has really unique design. So you have to keep in mind that it's called the farm. The main objective or the main advantages are that you'll be able to be in the bushes, so you have to use your stealth, trying to find where different enemies are to eliminate them, and obviously the last man standing wins. Really fun and kind of cool Hunger Games map. Then going over the next map on my list is a huge 16-player parkour race. So like you can see for yourself, each player will be spawned in his dedicated parkour level, and obviously the rest of it you already know. The first player who finishes his parkour wins. Each and every single one of them will get about 5 to 6 different levels. Each level will be identical to each other. So if you have a bunch of friends and want to see who is the best at parkour or just want to have some fun, then this is the perfect map exactly for this. Then going over to the next one, here you can see a solo player point the score collecting minigame. You are spawned by yourself in this modern house with a bunch of zombies. So your main objective is to collect 20 coins, which will be in different spots of the house, in the forest with a bunch of zombies and many more things. You'll be able to find different chests to get different loot, so you could get some weapons and items to survive the zombies. And on top of all of that, you have to collect all the coins to win. If you want to take up this challenge, then this is it. Then take a look at the element map on my list. It's another 1v1 map, but this time in a huge volcano arena. So like I previously mentioned, 1v1 arenas are really boring. So here is a cool map which doesn't remove any FPS or any performance issues whatsoever. In my opinion, it's kind of cool to have this cool textured map where you can play 1v1s with your friends or with just another player. You can play wagers, pick whatever weapon you want, unlimited materials, no fall damage and no sky limit. If you want to test out your skill, then this is the perfect map exactly for it. Okay, so when you take a look at the next map, in my opinion, it looks 10 out of 10. So if you ever wanted to experience a galaxy, aka space parkour, then this is the map for you. Not only you'll be able to see a different sky and textures which you haven't seen ever in Fortnite, but on top of all that you can play it by yourself or with up to 4 players. There'll be different textured trees, parkour levels with different blocks, different parkour jumps, many more challenges and much more. To be honest, nothing more to say. If you were looking for amazing parkour map for yourself or with up to 4 players, then you should definitely enjoy this one. Then going over to the 13th map on my list is amazing Maze Escape parkour map. Okay, so this map in general is about 50% parkour and 50% escape / maze. You'll be spawned by yourself in this enormous maze, and obviously your main objective is to escape the map. The rooms will have about 20 to 30 different levels. In each level there'll be a different challenge. In one you'll have to find puzzle pieces, in the second one a secret button which will open the next door. Then do a lot of parkour, do different things, and you basically get the drill. I have made so many videos about maze maps and this is definitely worth your while. Then going over to the next map on my list is a cool zombie food wars. Okay, so again you can be by yourself or with up to 2-3 players. Each of you at the start will get a pistol and then you have to work your way up to it. Whenever you kill zombies you'll be able to get materials and then you can exchange them in the item shop for different weapons. There'll be different quests and you'll have to destroy the main tower which the zombies are defending. The town itself will have that futuristic theme, bunch of moving billboards, and the whole town will be covered in this kind of moving fog theme. If you enjoy a lot of PvE and you wanted to kill some zombies and have some fun, then this is the perfect map exactly for this. Then the 15th map on my list is a 2-team King of the Hill minigame. All things are straightforward. Each team will be spawned on the bottom of the hill and you'll have to work your way up through it. Each player will get 500 materials on each material type and few weapons. So basically the King of the Hill means whenever one of your teammates are on the tower, which is indicated by a green circle, your team will be achieving points. The first team to 1000 points win. So you can build, you can do whatever you want, you can get allies, or you can even switch to 4 to 8 teams to have even more fun and more variety. There's a huge hill, so you'll be able to do a lot of things, build towers to defend the main base, or maybe set a trap for other enemies. use different strategies, and much more. Then take a look at the next map on my list is the Pokemon 1v1 Arena. Okay, so first things first, each of the players will be spawned in his dedicated area, and there'll be a new system which you can pick whatever weapon you want. You'll kind of be able to see like 10 to 15 phones, and whenever you click one of the phones, you'll get that weapon in your inventory. So this map used one of the new systems which are implemented in the Fortnite creative mode. So if you want easy mechanics and another futuristic 1v1 map where you can either play a Total Wars or just do some wagers or whatever, then this is the perfect map for this. Then one of the last maps on my list is the cool squad 4-player race. Okay, so guys, I previously showed you the 16-player race, and if you, for example, have only 3 to 4 players, then this will be the map for you. Again, it will have different parkour races, but each race will be indicated and will be the same as all players have. There'll be about 5-10 different levels, and each level will have different things that you'll have to do, jumps to make, and you basically get to chill. If you want to enjoy this map, then this is it. Then going over to the next map on my list is Skywars Floating Island Wars. So first things first, each team will be spawned in his random island, and you'll have to get to the middle to start fighting. And then obviously you'll have to move your way through it, different islands, get different weapons, try to kill different enemies, and be the last team standing. So guys, again, if you were looking for a cool mini game or a team deathmatch where you can have a lot of fun, then here it is. Then one of the last maps on my list is a solo player questing dungeon. So the story behind this map is that you are a hero that the world needs, so you have to complete 15 quests and eliminate undead zombies, which will try to stop you from completing the destiny that you have been desired. This is a really cool map for a solo player. You'll get the Infinity Blade, you'll be able to kill zombies, complete quests, in each quest different things, and on top of all that, you'll actually feel like you're in a movie. So if you want to be your own hero and make your own path in this amazing solo player questing land, then here it is. And with that said, now we have come to the last map, which is Defend and Attack minigame. Each team will be spawned in their dedicated area, and they can switch to 2 to 10 classes. Again, each class will have their dedicated weapons and items that they can use to their best advantage, and the objective is really simple. Each team has their own base with 25,000 health. Whoever destroys each enemy's base wins. Okay guys, so with that said, I really do appreciate it for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. This was my top 20 list of the best maps in the whole entire Fortnite creative mode. So guys, if you were looking for more creative map codes or map lists, then check my channel out and you'll find every single one of them already made. Or if you're interested in any other lists that I haven't made, feel free to comment them in the comment section down below, and I'll make them as soon as possible. And the rest of it you already know. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to click that like and subscribe to keep up to date with every video, top 10 list or whatever I make, which is every single day. And last but not the least, enable that notification bell so you would get notified when a new video is up and running. And like I said, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it. My name is Kaid, you have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys next video. Take it easy, peace.
Yo, I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame. Though it might be nice to own a jet plane, I'ma do it all for you. Come